We are living through a brand new gold rush, an AI gold rush, and today we're going to look at it through two totally different lenses. We've got the cutting-edge playbook for building a business at lightning speed, and we have some of the oldest, most timeless wisdom ever written. This is about how to make a fortune, sure, but more importantly, it's about how to build something that actually lasts.
Now, don't just brush that off as hype. That quote is straight from our source on new AI business models, and the potential here is, well, it's staggering. Think about it. With the tools available right now, a single person can do the work of an entire creative agency. The old barriers are just gone, and the ceiling, it's higher than ever.
And that brings us to the big question, doesn't it? Because in any gold rush, for every single person who strikes it rich, there are countless others who just dig themselves into a hole. Opportunity without wisdom can be a really dangerous thing. So how do you find the gold without ending up in a grave?
Well, it all starts with step one, the plan. How do you even come up with an idea in this new world? The modern way is all about one thing, speed.
Yeah, forget about the old model of spending months on market research. That's out the window. This new playbook is about closing the gap between finding a problem and building a solution almost instantly. It's a purely tactical, data-driven strategy.
The process is almost surgical. You use AI to scrape places like Reddit, but you're not looking for business ideas. You're looking for pain. What are people actually complaining about? Once you find it, you niche way down to a super specific audience, and then you build an offer that solves that one specific problem. It's a straight line from their complaint to your solution.
And here we see a huge contrast in where we get our advice. The modern playbook says your counsel is anonymous data from Reddit, but this ancient wisdom from Proverbs says, hold on. It says victory comes from a multitude of counselors. Real, wise people you trust, not just a bunch of data points. It's a totally different way of thinking about guidance.
This one just perfectly captures the tension. The new playbook is screaming, move fast, go, go, go. But Proverbs warns that being hasty, well, that leads to poverty. It says it's the diligent who find profit. So that's the critical question. Is our rush to build a business true diligence, or is it just haste?
And that brings up another huge question. What does diligence even mean in the digital age? I mean, what is hard work when a machine can do almost all of it for you? Okay, check this out. This metric comes from the Source podcast. Using AI avatars, one person can create 25 unique, high-quality video ads in just 2 hours. That's something that used to take a team weeks and cost thousands of dollars. Now you can do it in an afternoon. The amount of leverage is almost hard to believe.
This efficiency completely flips your role. You're not the one creating everything from scratch anymore. Instead, the AI generates hundreds of options, and your job is to be a curator, to just pick the winners. You're not providing the labor, you're directing the machine's labor.
But just as we start getting comfortable with how easy this sounds, Proverbs hits us with this really stark warning. It cautions against just folding the hands, saying that's the direct path to poverty. It's a powerful reminder that just because something is easy doesn't mean it's effective.
This forces us to really think about the nature of our work. When we're just curating what an AI spits out, are we actually being diligent? Are we solving real problems and adding unique value? Or are we just finding a more sophisticated, high-tech way to be idle, to just fold our hands?
Okay, let's talk about the goal of all these businesses, profit. But let's look at what our sources have to say about what that profit really means and what its true value is.
So the financial upside here is not small. We are not talking about a little side hustle. The business models that are being talked about, like these hyper-specific newsletters, have the potential to scale into massive companies.
For example, take Going.com. You probably knew them as Scott's Cheap Flights. It's a pretty similar online business model. Their annual revenue, it's around $35 million. That's the kind of scale we're talking about. The gold in his gold rush is very real.
And yet, right after seeing that huge number, Proverbs puts it all into perspective. It suggests there's a currency that's way more valuable than money, a good name. Your reputation, your integrity, that's presented as being better than even great riches.
So what this ancient wisdom is really offering is a completely different scorecard for success. It argues that the real measure isn't just the final number in your bank account, it's the reputation you build along the way. Are you known for integrity? That, it suggests, is the treasure that really lasts.
So how do we put all this together? We have these incredibly powerful new tools on one side, and these timeless, grounding principles on the other.
What does it actually look like to build on solid ground today?
I mean, let's be honest, the modern toolkit is undeniably powerful. When you look at this list, you see leverage, you see automation, from finding what your customers are complaining about instantly to generating tons of ad creative. These tools give today's builders an incredible, almost unfair advantage.
And that leads us to the final and most crucial question. Speed and scale are easier to get than ever before. You can absolutely build a business faster than at any time in human history. But is it built to last? Or is it just a house of cards, waiting for the next big tech shift to come along and blow all down?
This is the foundation. Proverbs makes it crystal clear. A lasting building isn't built with just tools and speed. It's built with wisdom, and it's established through understanding. Think of it this way. Wisdom is the architectural blueprint. The AI tools are just the superpowered nail gun. Both are useful, but only one is absolutely essential if you want to build something that stands the test of time.
So the final question is for you. As you look at this incredible opportunity, this AI gold rush, don't just ask yourself what you can build. Ask what you're building on. Is your foundation made of fleeting tactics and quick hacks, or is it made of enduring wisdom? Because the answer to that question will determine whether you're digging for a gold mine or just digging a grave.